All right, so you're giving me attributes about you. Go ahead.
Well, three things I'm good at is I'm good with dealing with money, like a business type person. I like doing that. And sports, like mostly football. I'm alright in basketball. But football, that's my main sport. And
all right, give numbers. Give numbers to validate.
well, like my games, I just I haven't threw it well. I completed I compete I complete a lot of passes. Like this game, I was 3 out of 5. Then when I played against Cousins, I was 8 or 9 or 6 or one of those. And I break a lot.
Okay.
And another thing I'm good at is like school, like language. That's those two things. But not math.
You're not good at math.
I'm not that good.
Okay, so what do you do to remedy your issues with mathematics? Help him. Somebody help him. What do you do to remedy?
I don't do anything. I'm telling you, I watch them.
It might not hurt you now, it'll hurt you when you go to high school.
Yeah,
it's going to cripple you when you go to high school. And that's a problem that a lot of students have, so it's not necessarily unique to you. I had that issue as well, but it'll catch up to you. Trust me. You're going to find the subject that will absolutely trip you up. And it's going to, and if your stubborn habits are in your place, it's going to be hard to learn. Okay. All right, next. Three things about you that are unique that you can do well.
Well, I learned how to drive like a couple weeks ago, my first time.
Okay.
And I'm good at sports. I play baseball 3 times a game, usually. And the last thing, I really don't know.
Okay, you said you're good at baseball, but the other guys who gave sports references gave numerical statistics to kind of back it up. So that means you have to do the same thing.
3 runs a game.
You average about 3 runs a game? All right, so you're a singles guy, doubles guy, home run hitter, what? You hit a lot of doubles. You steal any bases? Okay, well, you got to tell us that because we want to know that. All right, good. Let's go.
The thing I'm good at is I'm good at basketball. I used to play for a camp, and I used to get like 5 shots a game, and I ain't do too many assists, but I try to. And I'm good at steals. I do like 5 steals a game, and sometimes 2.
Okay.
And the second thing I'm good at is I'm good at eating. I know how to eat, but
you're good at eating.
yes, I know how to eat, but I
don't know about that one. I mean, at the speed in which you eat, the quality of the food that you eat, what's good about your eating?
I got a lot of food. Though.
Okay.
Out of 3 things that you're good at, one of them you pick, you're good at eating.
You know we're gonna ding you on that one. And go ahead, give me your third thing.
And third, I'm good at well, my dad taught me how to work on cars a little bit, so I'm good at that. I know like a lot of stuff about it. Like I know how to take out a transmission and change the oil, change the tire.
Well, the mechanical inclination would have been far ahead of eating. If you prioritize those things, being a mechanic is a lot higher than eating. All right. And next man.
Alright. 3 things I'm good at. I can adapt very well to certain things. Like say if I'm playing football, they just move me from safety to an offensive defensive lineman. Now I'm adapting to that and I'm doing pretty well.
Okay.
From the last game. Yeah. Blocks. I could say last block I did a lot of cut blocking and shot blocking. So I got like 4 of that. Well, a lot. I did it a whole bunch of times.
Okay.
And when I used to play for Central DeKalb, when I used to play safety, I probably averaged about 1 pick every 2 games.
Okay.
And
so you're good at sports. What's the next thing?
Second thing I'm good at, I like to try to cook.
All right, I can go with that one.
What's cook?
Number 3?
Number 3. I'm good at when the time needs to, be how to make myself, quiet. Not make myself quiet, but when the classroom's loud, when I don't want to be noticed, I know how to be quiet, so sit somewhere else.
Okay. All right. Now, same format. Stand up and give one thing about yourself that you would change, that holds you back from being. If you could say it's one thing that you just would have to change about you, what would it be, and how would you change it?
Okay, one thing that I would love to change is
the main thing.
The main thing I would love to change is my attitude.
And what about your attitude would you change?
I might get mad over certain stuff, like somebody stuck in my shoes or they clip me, and I get smacked fast.
So you have a quick temper?
Yes.
Okay. What does that quick temper do to you? What does it put you in a position where you can make bad decisions?
Gets me in ISS, get me suspended out of school.
Yeah.
Because I end up fighting or it is messing with my career.
Over something that's really nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you next.
Well, one thing I want to change about me is, the main thing is my mouth. I have a tend to talk back a lot.
To who? To authority figures?
Yeah, like
teachers? Relatives.
Peers.
Okay. So how would you change, how would you remedy that though? What would you do?
Just listen without saying a word.
And think before you speak.
Yeah.
All right. One thing you would change about you, and how would you change it?
I would change my attitude, because I let stuff get to me easily, and I just get frustrated over it.
Okay. So how do you remedy that? Help them out. How do you remedy that? You get frustrated quick. How do you remedy frustration? Quick frustration.
You can like whatever, dude, and then it.
No, that ain't gonna help him with it. He needs to develop a skill. How do you get past frustration?
Block out the negative.
Nope. That adds to frustration.
Oh.
You must have a plan. Right?
Yeah.
So when situations arise that overwhelm you, that get the best of you, you have a plan for correcting it. It's just like if you're on the football field and you throw an interception. You go, man, I threw an interception. Golly. Number one, you got to be able to forget it quick. Mm-hmm. And number two, you have to be able to execute and be successful. So your plan next time is to say, look, I'm looking at that safety coming across the field. I'm not going to throw that ball up there that way. I might fake him so that when he comes, my man do a double move and I hit him over the top. That's having a plan. So you come back to the huddle and you say, hey man, we got burned last time. This time I want you to do a double move. And when I'm going to pump. When you go 15 yards, I'm going to pump. And when that safety bites, you go long and I'm going to hit you. That keeps you from getting frustrated when you make mistakes because you know you have other opportunities to be successful. But you must have a plan in place. You must have a plan. Because if all you have is what you have in front of you and you're not successful, you will get frustrated. You got to see the big picture. Small things can frustrate you, but you got to be able to see the big picture. The big picture is that you will have other diamonds. The big picture is that you will have other games. You will have other championships. And that all this is just for a period of time. While it may be important, it's just for a period of time. You won't play football 40 years from now. You won't play football 30 years from now. So be able to put things in perspective. Perspective means where it fits in the big scheme of things. You got a girl that you like. You say, hey, I want to go to the dance with you. And she goes, no, I ain't going to dance with you. Your head big. And your heart is just crushed. Oh, man. But the big picture is that you'll see more females. You'll experience more things in life. You guys are just getting started. So the end all to be all right now is, hey, it's cool. And the advice I gave my son, I said, listen, anything you chase will run away from you. Anything you run after will run away from you. It was hard for him to get that. He was like, oh, Daddy, oh. He left a predominantly white school district in Tennessee and came to Atlanta. It was culture shock. So he get here and he see all these young black girls, and he's like, man, I'm going, this is heaven. And he was just like a wolf chasing them down. They were running from him. Now that he's learned to settle down and relax and just be cool, the floodgates hitting him. He's like, man, this is too much. One thing. You got to speak up. You got to speak up. He's talking to a room full of executives.
The main thing I would change about me is my grading average. Like, my grades, because it's going to show later in my life.
If you hand me a piece of paper, get a piece of paper from over there. Don't matter if it got anything written on it, whatever it is. Hand me a sheet of paper. All right? This is your college transcript. This is your transcript you sent to a college. It has your name on it, all your information. So I'm the guy at the school that's approving it. I don't see you. I don't know you. I don't know that you're a nice guy, that you laid back. I don't know that you're artsy and you like baseball. But I see D, D, C, D, D. So based on that, and not knowing you, he's not a candidate for here. You get it back, you go, but I'm a good guy. We don't know that. We will never get an opportunity to get to know that you're that good guy because of this is your ticket to participate. And just like you need a hall pass to go to class, this is your ticket to participate in college. And colleges want people who will graduate. If your grades are bad at a lower level of education, logically, if you go higher, your grades will do what? No, be worse. If I can't trust you to make Kool-Aid, how are you going to come into a restaurant and be a chef? You can't make a grilled cheese sandwich. How are you going to make a seafood casserole?
Or if you're in 7th grade and you make a D in language arts, what makes you think you're going to make an A in language arts in 8th grade? You couldn't even make a C in 7th grade, but you all think, well, when I get to 8th grade, I'll make an A or B. That's not possible. It's possible, but it requires some work.
And you'll learn the skills to be able to change that in this class. Next.
One main thing that I want to change about myself is my mouth. Like, I tend to talk back to adults, like my parents and some teachers. Because in my mind, I swear I'm right, so I just keep trying to go back and forth with them. Like, thinking I'm trying to get them on my side.
The drive to debate and persuasion is a skill. I want you to keep that. But learning the context in which to address issues is another thing you must become more sophisticated at. Being disrespectful to your parents and to teachers is a clear indication that you don't know the audience that you're addressing. And it'll hurt you in the long run. It's like if I want to go to my boss's office and I want to change his mind about something. Is my approach to go in there and go gangbusters and go, well, hey, I think we should do this way, and that's just the way I see it, and blah, blah, blah? No. You bring him information that will influence his decision making. So instead of you just sitting there yelling with your mom and dad and you guys just get angry with each other, go get information about what you want to talk about and bring it back to them. If you think they should buy you a particular electronic device and you go, Mom and Dad, it's a really good deal, you go and do comparisons and bring it back to them and go, hey, listen, here it is. And then they'll understand. Most issues and conflicts arise because people have a misunderstanding. One person thinks this thing, another person thinks another. And when they come together, the emotions take the best of the interaction versus information. Right? You heard he said something about you to a girl. So you hot, you seeing, oh man, what's up? Instead of, I need a point of clarity. Someone told me that, you know, some information was shared about me. Can you just help me shed some light on what was said? He said, hey man, no. I said you was a good basketball player. But I was talking about your boy being sorry. Then you go, oh, he wasn't talking about me at all. But usually events don't go that way. You get mad because somebody gave you a rumor. You don't go to him to get clarity. You go to him to confront him because you're making the assumption that what he said was negative. Have all the facts before you make decisions. That's what decision making is about. Making decisions based on facts. Based on facts. Not what you assume, not what somebody told you, but what you know. Operate from what you know, not from what you believe, but from what you know. And that's what you guys need to learn and focus on. It will make you better. It will make you stronger. Okay, Mr. Kinsey, can we go to the next slide? So, a process is an overall event with a task and steps to deliver a particular goal and objective. Running a drive-through window at a fast food restaurant. So what does it take to run a fast food restaurant if you're running a drive-through? What are the things you got to do?
You gotta learn how to speak to somebody.
Speak. Come on.
Take care of money.
Money. Huh? Courage. To run a drive-through window? Come on, somebody help me.
Oh, I thought you meant.
What are the steps involved in running a drive-through window? Multitasking is a big one. Multitasking what?
Like when you speaking and making drinks and giving people food.
That's it. Making drinks, preparing people's food, the presentation of their food. Condiments, math and money.
What are condiments?
The subjects. The ketchup, the salt.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So tasks related to job would include taking the order, taking money, clarifying the order for delivery. So you tell me you want a number 1 and a number 3 with no pickles on the number 3. The way I clarify that is I read it back to you. I say that's a number 1 and a number 3 with no pickles on the number 3. Your total for your order is boom. That's information exchange. That's important. It's important that he knows that I know what he ordered so that we get the right thing, so that he's not charged inappropriately. Because if he gets mad as a customer, what happens? Yeah. If he comes into my manager and goes, well, hey, I ordered number 1 and number 3, and they didn't get my order right. And I'm the guy taking the order, and I never get the orders right. Guess what? They're going to determine that I can't do the job, and I'll be replaced by somebody else.
How many of you all has that happen to? You get the McDonald's drive-thru, you order number 1 with no pickles, no cheese, and you get home and it's wrong.
And you mad.
And you mad. This is what I ordered. I got home and it's something different. So then you see the importance, because some of you are going to end up at some point in high school, maybe working a part-time job.
Yes,
at McDonald's,
exactly.
Whatever. So those kinds of things are important. You have to think about, how would I feel if I got home and my order was wrong? I ordered a Big Mac and I got a fish fillet in the bag. I'm hot. So you got to think about those things.
Yeah, they're very important.